have you been hiding? We got trust. What are you deciding? Hearts align, the one I confide in. Life is hard, I know we'll survive it. We're intertwined, no need for you to fight it. This space and time, forever we'll cherish. God designed a wonderful pairing, a light that's bright, one that's so glaring. Two of us, our hearts is so caring. Can you tell me what love's prayer is? We cannot miss what we wish. We cannot miss what we wish. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Hey, hello, hello. Welcome to Bayou Sugar Garden. I am Bayou Sugar, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Can you guys just do me a favor real quick before I go any further? Just put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Just want to make sure everything is clicking on all cylinders before we get started. So thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. So just let's get the preliminaries out of the way. Thank you for those who are live in the chat. I appreciate all of you. One time for everyone that's live in the chat. For those of you who are in the bushes, I appreciate you as well. One time for you all. And for those of you all who are catching the replay, one time for you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the channel, however that shows up for you. I really appreciate it every way that you support me over here. I appreciate it. If you are catching the replay, don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know that you were here. I love comments and I do respond to them. Again, guys, this is just a continuation from yesterday because I had so much. I just want to continue it on. And today we're gonna go as long as as long as we can, and have this conversation as long as y'all talk back to me, and I have more to share. And if you have anything that you want to send me that you would like me to share, you can do so via my email, which is Bayou Sugar Garden, spelled just like you see there at the screen on the bottom, at gmail.com. If you come across some things that you would like me to drop into the gumbo pot, send it to my email. And we're watching and discuss it or reading and discuss it, whatever it is. For those of you who are on the not Instagram, Lord have mercy, on the YouTube side, always feel free to type SHUGA in the chat. That will let Nightbot drop your link so that we can connect with each other. And guys, again, remember this is an open-ended conversation. We just talking back and forth. I'm sharing with you what I have. You share with me your thoughts, and we go from there. We're learning. We're all learning together. What I find out, y'all know I always say, when I find out what I see, I'ma tell it. And so that's what we're doing today. That is what we are doing. And we're just gonna have some good conversation here, stimulate your mind, your brain, your spirit, your soul, or whatever it is, whatever you want to refer to it. So, and I have put the link up there pinned to the top of the chat. If anyone would like to come up and join me on the panel, or if you just don't want to type what you got to say and you want to come up here and say it with your chest, that's fine too. Uh, just hit that link and you are welcome. Let me just give out a disclaimer. It's going to be some things that we might say or somebody might say that you might not agree with. I want to encourage people, don't get in your personal feelings. We are here to learn how to coexist together and try to see things through other people's eyes, different perspectives, different points of view. Because bottom line, none of us is perfect. None of us have all the answers. And in order for us to get as close as we can to being your best self, you have to see these different points of view and see and entertain them. Not only just listen to them, sometimes somebody else may have that nugget that you need to get over that hump or to help you continue on your journey. We're not perfect beings by far, and none of us, again, have all of the answers. And so that's the purpose of this live today and a lot of lives that I do, to share with you what I find and to share the information that I find, and just to discuss it and pour into you and give you the opportunity to pour back to me as well. So if you are one of those persons that you can't, it's hard for you to listen to other people and entertain their thoughts, I recommend that you exit stage left. Because at some point, somebody's going to step on your toes and something's going to be said that's going to rub you the wrong way. And if you can't roll like that, let me just say this may not be the life for you. Okay. So thank y'all for being here again. Again, I appreciate all of you. I've been in the streets today, meaning of the internet world, just researching stuff, a lot of things, a lot of videos I have come across. We're gonna watch and discuss. A lot of you have sent me some things, and we're gonna watch and discuss, and play some of those. I appreciate you guys sharing your knowledge and things that you find with me. I really appreciate that. So we're going to share those things, and we're just going to watch it, talk, and discuss. I'm trying to find this first video that I saw. I don't think that's it. While I am talking to you guys, let's see. Not that one. I guess I didn't save that one. Okay, let me see. But I'll play this one. I guess I didn't save that one. But we can watch another one while I find that one. because they all essentially say the same thing. So, okay, let me share my screen with you guys, and we're going to get this thing started. Okay, share screen. This one, share. Make sure, add it to the scene. Make sure you guys can see. And I'm trying my best to get through all of you guys' comments. So let's see, we got David Corey in the chat. We got Homesteader Rachel in the chat. Let's see, Brother Zell's in the building. Proforma is in the building. Let's see who else we got. It creeped up in here. Hey, CC, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. J3GS Farms, welcome in. Let's see who else we got. GT Jr., welcome in. Sylvia Garden Adventures, welcome in, Sylvia. Mama Shirley, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I just rolled over somebody, I think. No, I didn't. I thought I saw. Oh, Cousin Angela, welcome in. I knew I saw that blue icon. I'm like, I saw somebody. Welcome in, Cousin Angela. Welcome in. Let's see. To those of you guys who are on YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Trimple's Secret Garden. Hey, Trimples, I hadn't been over to your channel in a while. I'm going to have to come visit you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. We have the Bud Files. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hey, Mike. Mike's Chaotic Garden is in the building. Wanda Carr says, hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. So we're going to go ahead and play our first video and get our discussion going on.
There's a philosophy that says 85% of the people on the planet are followers. 10% of the people on the planet are creators or leaders, and 5% of the people are observers. So when you got 85% of the people who are willing to follow, the 10% who are able to create something are going to capitalize off of that, and the 5% are usually the ones who are assassinated or shunned or discredited because they can see everything that's going on. And they would ruin it all for the 10%. So the reason why it's so easy to do that is because people are willing to be led. There's a philosophy that says...
So I just wanted to share that video as the first video in the beginning because I want us to, realize, we are all different. We all play a different role in this thing and place we call life or the world. And you need to decide. Who are you going to be? What are you going to do? Going to be a follower, or are you going to be someone that's in that percentile that, just doesn't allow someone to tell you what to do? You're going to seek out the truth for yourself, and that way you can have control over what information is given to you as far as your life and what you plan to do with it. So, with that being said, that leads us to my next video. Hold on, let me pause it. And make it big.
versus ignorance,
Hold on,
right?
water
And
up.
they allow ignorance to run rampant until it's like it's a war between intelligence versus ignorance, right? And they allow ignorance to run rampant until somebody come along and say, that's enough of the dumbass shit. So then we get to the point where, okay, if it's enough of doing things from the perspective of ignorance, what do we have to do now to shift to intelligence? Right? So to give you the example, they gave us something called artificial intelligence. That's 4-point quantum encryption. But the human intelligence is tied to your spiritual body, which gives you 19-point quantum encryption across 19 dimensions. That's 19 times 19 to the 19th power. And that's why 19 is the sacred seal. Alpha meets Omega. Beginning meets the end. So we being trapped by accepting the structure of the religious dogmas that they gave us without questioning it. But soon as you start questioning it, more questions are going to arise till you get to the point where it's going to be so easy to see through it. But other people that didn't go through the process, they can't see it. So now you've been separated by intelligence versus ignorance.
Right.
And that goes back to everything we did is predicated on divide and conquer. They divided the humans up by geography, skin color, class, ranks, system, style, all of them different means of dividing us. And we still have the ability, after all the divisive tactics used to make us the worst, we still have the capacity to love each other and not care that other people don't want you to love somebody. Right? So you might have a friend and everybody be like, man, why you hanging with dude, man? Dude, a piece of shit. No, that's my man's. He a piece of shit to you. He probably supposed to be a piece of shit to you. But he supposed to be a rose to me. He's supposed to be a diamond in the rough to me. And he ain't, everybody ain't supposed to get along. And this is one of the problems where people can't take criticism. They think everybody's supposed to kiss everybody else's ass. I have not read in my book of life, nobody else's will say we obligated to kiss any ass. And then my mama also told me, you don't got to kiss nobody's ass, but don't nobody got to kiss yours either. And I felt that. That sounded legit. But when you go to church, they want you to kiss Jesus' ass, Mary ass, God ass. But God don't want you to kiss his ass. Because he wouldn't have gave you those qualities of divinity that make you be able to stand on your own 2 feet. This also part of the discussion that Arjuna is having with Krishna, right? Embracing your spiritual path going to put you at conflict with people you love. It don't mean that you don't love them any less. It just means that your spiritual development, it's like outgrowing your favorite genes because you've been eating too much. You can either lose weight or you can give up the genes. Most people gonna give up the genes because trying to lose weight is difficult and don't nobody want no hard stuff. We all want to go through life and bypass the hard part, not knowing that embracing the hard part sets you up for the rest of it to be a path of ease. But the hard part got to be addressed.
Right.
Everybody's ducking the pain in pursuit of the pleasure. Right? Them people, they stuck to the right. And the other people, they so busy inflicting the pain that they don't care about the pleasure of others because they getting their pleasure from inflicting the pain. They stuck to the left. Right? So the goal is to bump straight. That's all. You might have did some dirt back in your younger days before you knew better, but when you know better, you obligated to do better. You can't do better than what you know. This is why it's a world of knowledge versus ignorance, intelligence versus ignorance, right? The wise versus the unwise, the educated versus the uneducated.
How did you find your wife? Because you're famous.
It's like it's a war between
know your face. Like you said, there's a difference between me being a football player wearing a helmet, wearing a uniform, and people seeing my face on digital or linear television. They see your face.
Shit, the question is how you find your lady all them nasty ass parties you went to.
I ain't go to no parties. I ain't no
You a
party.
damn lie. Shannon Sharp, boy, come on, bro.
I ain't no party.
You ain't go to no booty party. My brother, he played for the Falcons for about
Okay, that was the next video loaded behind. You know, when you watching something, that's the next video, but that ain't what was next. But anyway, the video before that, we was watching on that is I wanted to make sure that we all realize that it's what's going on. Verse basically, yes, it's a war between, like he said, ignorance versus intelligence, and that's basically what's going on here. And if you don't know, you suffer for not knowing. And at this point, the information is being put out here. We at this point in the world to where whatever was uncovered is starting to be uncovered. So, you know, after a while we won't have an excuse to say, well, ignorance, we don't know. We don't know because of ignorance, because things are being pushed out, things are being uncovered, people are finding out the truth, and it's up to you. Like he said, once you find out the truth, you're obligated to do better. But it's still your choice. Bottom line, it's still your choice. And then if you notice in this video, he was talking about, he didn't just reference one religion. He referenced Christianity, and then he talked about one of the other Eastern religions where he talked where they believe that has Krishna as a god, and both of them, both of those religions, he was just showing you how they both lead to a path of, Krishna says enlightenment, or Christianity says to be your best self, to learn how to love each other. And he had a lot of good points in that, a lot of good points in that video. And I hope that you guys picked up on a lot of it and see how basically he's trying to tell you that, you know, the knowledge, the war right now is between those who know and those who don't know. So Mike is saying, oh no, not that, not that. So Mike says, you used to be shame kept stupid down. Nobody's shame no more. So stupid flourishes, right? You used to, people used to talk about you if you didn't know. So now stupid ignorance is being glorified. Right. Mike says, somebody says the earth is flat. Nobody shamed them for saying being stupid. Right. Nobody shames you for saying the wrong thing. Sylvia says, I always have walked my path. My mom always taught me I have my own mind, never been a follower. Not having your own mind can get you exactly led off a cliff. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Oh, Tixie says she see it. That's her. She see herself in that guy. Let's see. Anybody else had any comments about that video? Oh, hit you like that, David. Right. And Sylvia, right, that he made that point about in the video. Everybody wants to be the easy way, but you don't realize that, you know, that if you go ahead and face the hardness, it makes the rest of your path easier. What don't kill you will make you stronger. All right, TZ, hope you have a good evening as well. Thank you for dropping in. Brooke said this too. Don't let everyone know you smart. Right. That is a very, very good tactic. And it's a skill. Siri said right, because they will come after you. There's a video that we're gonna watch. That's gonna show you with this social media stuff. You know how we be showing stuff and how you can't show everything, but then at the same time, social media has become so far advanced to where even if you don't show it and they don't see it, they can still pick it up because it goes far beyond what the eye can see. Far beyond that. Far beyond that. So she was just agreeing with Broke. Yes, all the skeletons, they are falling out. Everything is becoming uncovered. Uncovered. You praise for being ignorant these days. Most don't think it matters. Right. And it does matter. You're supposed to correct somebody. If you don't correct them, you thinking, well, it's their problem. Well, now, days and time, that problem is going to become your problem. It's going to affect you too. I walk my own path. I'm seeking knowledge, then I follow for a limit. That's right, J3. Do your own research. Do your own research. Okay, so let me share with y'all this this next one, this next video. And let me say this too before I share. It's a couple of videos that I'm going to share with you guys. Don't worry about who's saying it. And we have been programmed sometimes, if something is coming from somebody that we don't like, we turn the message off. So this whole time that we're doing a live, don't reject what's being saying because of the messenger. I want you to hear the message, okay? I want you to be open-minded and hear the message. And I'm not trying to sway anybody to do anything or agree with me or whatever. I just want to make sure that you guys, you know, I just want to share with you guys what I see and hear. Welcome in, PIA. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, let me share this. Excuse me.
I think there's a different way to spread the message.
All men not about God. See, anybody talking about God, homie, then ain't got no God message. That's an ideology. Because God is intimate. You're telling me about your personal experiences, your personal knowledge, your own personal readings, and I'm supposed to take you as a religious leader? You man, because each and every one of us as human beings, we got a sinful nature, we got a desire, we all got a perversion, we all got something, nigga, that we do under the eyes of God, if there is a God, nigga, that he don't like or she don't like. We all got something in our nature that goes against God. Every man, even a religious man, he jack his, he like to, he's something about any mother man alive or dead. So don't come telling me about no God, man, when you just as dirty as I am. You just in secret.
Okay, from that video, for me, what I gained from that is you know, we can't idolize no man, you know. We all human. But like I had just said, don't look at the messenger sometimes. Sometimes things come to you in different forms that you don't expect, but the message rings true. So I want you guys to not close your eyes to things that come to you because it don't come to the form that you expect it to come in, right? So don't be like that, guys. Don't be like that. I'm starting y'all off a little bit slow, easing into this, because as we go on, you know, it's gonna get a little we're getting deeper and deeper as we
attack,
go.
Dr. Yaki, and I'm full of gallstones. Break them down naturally.
Okay, let me get the next video loaded for you guys.
We had to come back to get us anyway. different civilizations and galaxies, when you start getting into the Galactic Federation, talk about stuff like this all the time, right? So what I think is they're trying to prepare for that, and they're trying to get rid of the natural sun. That way they can charge you for light. Same way they charge you for electricity. When the electricity
Okay, I think I found it. Trying to go in order. It's
So
some
now if
kind
you
of
have a thought,
order.
you can literally be thinking about a bicycle and
Okay, so here's the next video. Let me see. Before I play that, let me look at what you guys saying in the chat, comments. Sylvia says, yes, we do have to get through the mess sometimes to get through the messenger. Yes. True by you, sometimes it's the way the message is delivered. Definitely. Sometimes. Hey, PIA, welcome in, welcome in. Teasy says, what's sad is people will continue going along to get along. I'm happy to be an outsider. I don't need people. I don't need to be a groupie. I run my own group, me, myself, and I. I know that's right, Teasy. Amen to that. Gotta be able to stand alone. Yes, CC is going to get controversial. So just letting you know. Just giving you a heads up. Here we go. Next video.
So now if you have a thought, you can literally be thinking about a bicycle and don't mention it. And you can open your phone up on Facebook, and what's the first suggestion you will see? A bicycle ad. And you wondering, I didn't talk about this. I thought it. Why is it in my phone? Because these things are reading the brain waves and pattern. Your brain waves is a sequence. It's like a sequel. It's a mathematical equation. If you build some type of software to read that mathematical equation, then you can translate it into the exact image or English that you needed to be, and I can tell you what you was thinking. CIA been doing this on people for the longest. It's a movie called Eraser. Have y'all ever seen Eraser where they had all this technology and can see through walls? And I think Arnold Schwarzenegger played in it, I believe. Go back and watch that movie. This movie is before I was born. I was born in 1988, and they was showing you this technology. So these things do exist, and it's all for greed and to drive a sale. So if I can take a phone, right, and my phone can read your brain patterns, or if I can get your genome sequence, there's no reason why, if you get a new phone and you really read through all of those Privacy Act laws, that you are giving over your thoughts, you're giving over your privacy, you're giving over your camera. They taking pictures every millisecond. This thing take about 3 pictures of me. And you can turn off the lights and use a UV light in it to show the phone taking pictures. The phone is constantly recording your conversation, seeing the things you like. The actual grid inside the phone or the circuit breaker is emitting the free. So now if you have a thought, you can literally be thinking about a bicycle and don't mention it. And you can open your phone up on Facebook, and what's the first suggestion you will see? A bicycle ad.
I'm on mute. So I really shared that video because uh for those of you that don't know that this is happening, it's happening. And I wanted for those who choose to turn a blind eye to realize, you know, how deep this thing goes and what is being done. Um, I just said that, made the comment where Broke was saying, don't let people know that you're smart or whatever. At this point, sometimes you don't even have to let them know. Things have evolved so much to the point to where they can find it out. And it's been done. We on social media. We using, hey Dorothy X, welcome in. Um, we be on YouTube showing things and doing things, and we be saying, well, don't show everything or whatever, which is true. And you don't be on social media a lot so that they can't draw from your brain waves and use the technology that they have to find out exactly what you're thinking and what you're doing and what you have going on. Um, so I'm gonna tell you my personal experience. Okay, I work for this company, this rideshare company, and rideshare slash delivering company. And when I'm riding and delivering packages, it sends me and it's an app on my phone. It sends me orders that I need to go pick up based off of my location. Okay, with this particular company, the way that I set up and make my money, I know that it's a company and it wants to make money. So I have to have my strategy in my head figured out to where they won't use me, meaning they'll make money off of me, but in turn, I won't make money. Say, for instance, if they want me to drive 2 hours away from my home, but don't pay me for my time or my gas and wear and tear on my car, if I don't factor that in ahead of time, they'll get over on me by the amount of money that they offer me to take to go deliver this package. So before I accept any assignment, I have in my head the set amount of money that I will take and the distance that I will the distance that I will go. And I have that for every area around me. I know how many miles it would take, how much gas it's going to take, how much time it's going to take. So with this particular app, it sends me sometimes every now and then a package to go pick up that's far away, maybe an hour to 2 hours away, but then it only wants to pay me $3 or $4 to go travel that for 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours, $3 or $4. Right off the top of my head, I know that that is not feasible for me. But but it still sends it to me anyway. So when that app does that and it sends me stupid orders like that, I used to say out loud, holding my phone, I ain't going to do that. I'm not gonna go do that. They must think I'm stupid. They must think I'm stupid. So then as time went on, I would say, I wish they was out loud. I wish they would send me higher orders. If you pay me $10, I'll go do it. If you pay me $15, I'll go do it. So I would cancel that order. I lie to you not. The next order that will come in will be the same exact order for the amount of money that I just spoke out of my mouth. Coincidence? No. Okay. I'm telling you what I experienced. So I was like, okay, we know the phones are listening to us, but I didn't know that these apps had this technology built into it to where, it's listening. So I say, well, I'm gonna be a little bit smarter. I ain't gonna say out loud that I'm not gonna take it or say out loud, what my price is. So it will send me something and I'm thinking, I'm not saying it out loud. I'm thinking in my head, I'm not gonna take that. But if they send it to me again, if they send it to me for this amount of money, then I'll do it. I didn't say it out loud. I kid you not. It may not be the same order, the next exact order right after the one I declined, but it comes back maybe 2 or 3 orders later, and it's for the amount that I said in my head, or the rest of my orders for the rest of that day, or for the amount that I say in my head, and it doesn't go outside the distance that I say in my head. Coincidence? No. It is happening, and they are listening, and they are measuring. They can read your mind. Basically, they can read your mind. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, everybody was speaking. The PIA. Y'all, it is so real. It is so real. He knows all that, but still has a phone and Facebook. Yes, we all do. We all do. You got to know. How I look at it, bro, you got to know how to use these things and know how they are using it. So if you decide, like people back in the day used to say televisions are the devil or whatever, but if you don't know how to use it or decide you're not going to have that as part of your life, to me, you're making yourself ignorant of that, and then they can use that against you because you don't know nothing about it. You decide not to learn about these things or be a part of these things, but it's in the world. It exists in the world that you're living in, and it could affect you. So you got to know about them. You got to learn about them. Because if I ain't know about the phones listening to us, and I would be, that would be how they would trick me. I would take these orders. I would take these orders. They always show movies knowing that the technology, right, exists, assists already. Already is already. They done already figured it out. We just knowing, finding out after the fact. After the fact. Let's see. Bro says, I only worry about things I have the ability to change. We have the ability to change everything. You got the power, bro. You have the power. We have the power. No, I don't believe the phone is reading our brainwave. What? Okay, but I do believe whenever we mention something, it picks up, and when you look at your phone, you will have the Amazon there with the item you mentioned. Yes. Yep. Yes, Merch. Rachel says, good planning. You got to be strategic or people will use you. Everybody is trying to make a buck, trying to make money. Coincidence, Darth X? Right, I think not. Some televisions, yeah, have a camera behind the screen. Yes. And it's always recording. Cough, cough. $30 an hour. Right. That's what I need to say. $50. $50 for 15 minutes. I'll go drop it off. That's what I need to say. No coincidence. Trust me, it is no coincidence. Guys, Miss Shirley is reminding you, please smash that like button. Please, ma'am, and please, sir. The first voice control remote was in 1956. Teasy says, unbeknownst to the masses. Hey, and we think it just came out in our time, right? We are light years behind, you guys. We are light years behind. But it doesn't mean we can't catch up. It doesn't mean we can't catch up. Okay, let's move on to the next video. Now, I was trying to go in some type of order, but guys, I'm just going to pop around and we'll just discuss as we go, okay? Discuss as we go. Let's see. So we did those yesterday. Let's look at this one.
Now, let's go back to how they make this stuff that you're calling food. They send it to a factory, and there's a machine there that chews up the sugar cane like your teeth would. And then there's another machine that takes the vitamins and minerals out of the food like your liver and your pancreas would. And there's another machine there that takes the moisture out of the sugar so it can be dry like your colon does. So the machines in the factory duplicate your digestive system. The machines process the food. That's why they call it a processed food. Just like you process an apple. You eat an apple, you grind it up, your liver and pancreas take some vitamins and minerals out of it, the colon takes some moisture out of it, and you get a totally processed food, which is a bowel movement. You follow me? A totally processed food is a bowel movement. Now you have just bought white flour. They say it is processed. They took out the fiber, they took out the vitamins, they took out the minerals. By definition, white flour is white shit. It is totally processed, they tell you that. And how healthy can you be eating shit? Let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real. It's already been eaten by the factory, that's why they call it processed. That goes for white rice, white grits, white sugar, white flour. It is already eaten, that's why they call it processed. Now how can you be healthy eating shit? That's why we have all these problems here, because we are not eating foods. Then you come to me with some magic herb to save you. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Now, let's go back to how they make this stuff that you're calling food. They send it to a factory, and there's a machine there that chews up the sugar cane like your teeth would. And then there's another machine that takes the vitamins, excuse me, America.
I ran across that video, guys, because we all eat a lot of processed food. Let's just face the facts. We cannot, as one person, you cannot grow all the food that your family needs to eat in a year and at the same time work a regular job for a living. I mean, it's very close to impossible and maintain your healthiness physically. You will run yourself ragged. Welcome in, G Mama. Hey, Shawnee 2003, welcome in. It's just a lot. Netta's Nest, welcome in, welcome in. It's hard for you to do that. You will not, there's not enough time in a day for you to do that. Okay? So we have to choose wisely, meaning grow as much possible as you can. Then you can barter and trade with those who do who have the things that you can't grow or you don't have time to grow. And he's explaining to you what they do with these things and with our food. They is processing it. They take out not for all things, but most of the things. They take out the things that are nutritious for our bodies, process it down to make it shelf stable, to make it last longer for when it's going to be on the shelf in the stores until you can buy it, and for you to be able to store it for long periods of time in your home. That's what happens. So if we grow our own stuff, we won't have to worry about buying those processed things and the things that they put in it to make it self stable. And we know that as gardeners, we know that we find that out that they do things to the food to make it last longer. Let me see what you guys are saying. Processed food is nothing but scraps. Yep, that's what it is. And additives to make it last longer is trying to make money. I wish these people would. I know what you're saying, Rogue. Cite their sources. I got you. But you always do your own research, even if they cite sources. Always do your own research. Gotcha. I got you, Rogue. I know what you mean. Oh, that's somebody outside riding it. Yep, he said that's what it is. Basically, it's basically you basically eating the food is already processed down. It's doing the same thing that your body does when you pick it out of your garden and you take it in your house and you prepare it and eat it. I mean, the machines have already done it for you. They strip it of the things that you need and then sell to you the junk. How about that? Hey, G Mom, I think I spoke to you. She said he made me fall out the bushes. I understood him plainly, right? You heard him say, "You eating poop? Who wants to eat that?" Not intentionally, right? Sylvia says almost everything in the store is processed. The fruits and the vegetables are grown by process. Yep, that will not allow them to be nutritious. Exactly, Sylvia. Exactly. Exactly. Think I did speak to Shawnee. If I didn't, hey Shawnee, welcome in, welcome in. The food has nothing to give you. It's empty. Exactly. Exactly. Empty calories. We've been talking that, been repeating that over and over and over in our community. We know this. Empty calories. Why are we growing our own? Because we know that's the food is processed in the store. It's said on the back of the label. And we not only know that from somebody telling us, but you are actually growing your own stuff. You can taste what you grow and taste what's in the store, that's your proof right there. Ain't nobody got to tell you nothing. You know for yourself. That's your proof right there. All right. So let me go ahead to the next one. Let me make this screen big so you guys can see the video as well. I know y'all like looking at my face, but come on now. I want y'all to see too.
These nuts that are shaped just like our mother's breast. So the coconut water is the most naturally occurring organic mineral water. Body can't do anything with inorganic minerals. Plants need to process inorganic minerals and bring them to that organic state. So that's what the coconut tree is doing for us. It's processing those minerals and packing them in these nuts. This is the fruit of life, the coconut itself. And that coconut, that young coconut, you just puncture the top of it and the water just spouts out, just like mother's milk. It's hermetically sealed. And those trees could be 100, as much as 200 feet high. And that coconut drop off of that tree and it don't burst. And you drink that coconut water, it will clean you out naturally. It even stimulates bowel movement. No other water does that. It is the only living water on the planet. And I question whether we're really water eaters by nature or not, or water drinkers. These nuts that are shaped.
I just wanted to play that video just to reiterate what we were saying yesterday about the coconut water and how it's good for you. It's very nutritious for you. I was reading what Broke said. He said he ate a spinach wrap that he grew with the side of a sweet potato that he grew out his garden. But he ate a little Debbie with it. Look, I feel you, bro. Them little Debbies, that's my kryptonite too. But I ain't gonna just say little Debbies, it's just sugar, period. It's just sugar, period. Trumbull says, I love coconut, yes. I planted 2 coconut trees in my yard. And GT says, coconut water for the win. Yes, indeed. Not the demon little Debbie dog, bro. Yep, it will definitely keep you Okay, GT, thank you. GT, y'all know GT drinks coconut water, so he's attesting that it works. It will keep you regular. PIA told us that yesterday too, that it keeps you regular. It keeps you regular. Okay, let me see. This is the next video I got.
That romantic love is a Greco-Roman thing. It's an English white man thing. It has not been practiced and accepted nowhere around the world. Now you look at all these other cultures. Let me teach you something. I'm going to give you some duality. You look at all these other cultures where they have arranged marriages. The woman know what a wife is. The husband know what a man is. They know what the fuck their role is and they know what they got to do. If Paul ain't been to school or got some land or daddy's left him some, he ain't gonna have no goddamn wife, period. Because ain't nobody gonna arrange him none with him. If Keisha don't know how to cook, clean, sew and shit like that, she ain't gonna have no goddamn husband, period. Because looks don't mean you're supposed to have a mate. You're walking into Walmart, what do you see? The Indian granddaddy, the Indian grandma. Then you see the Indian goddamn husband and wife. Then you see the Indian children. What that does is a nuclear family. The grandma and granddaddy moves in with the parents because they can afford that. They can afford that. And then the motherfucking grandparents are the babysitters and teachers of the fucking grandchildren. Now let me teach you something else. Do you know what keep old people old in their old age? You want me to tell you something the universe explained to me? Children. Children. When old people are around children, the vibrations of children keeps them young. It keeps their mental young and it gives something to live for and something to do. That romantic love is a great.
I told y'all we're gonna be jumping all over the place. It's Gumbo Garden Conversations. So we just gonna be throwing this in. Hey, we got some chicken, we got some shrimp. We're gonna be jumping all over the place, but we're gonna talk all about. We're gonna talk about all of it. Look, I knew I was gonna get an amen from Broke. You know, he is pro what the woman's supposed to do and what the man is supposed to do. So, guys, yes, I put this video in here because we lose sight of certain things. And he was talking about skills, which is what stood out to me the most with this video. He was talking about skills across in different countries on the eastern side. Your skills are more important and more valued than what you look like, what you could do in the bedroom, and how long your hair is, how cute your face is, how big your butt is, and all of that. They look for what you bring to a relationship. And we don't value that here anymore. It's it's not it's not the same. And if you over there, if we take our values from over here and try to get over there on that side and try to live our lives over there, some of us wouldn't survive. Some of us that was married over here would be single. Over there, you wouldn't even be thought of as a valuable person because you can't bring nothing to the table but your looks. Homesteader Rachel says, I believe what he said. Passionate Tree Arch says, I purchased homely organic coconut water. Yes, the pure coconut water is better. If you can just go get a coconut, um, a coconut, or grow your own. Find somebody that grows coconut and don't use processed or fertilizer. Pesticides and all of that stuff. The purer you can get it, the better the benefits. Sylvia says, this is real. When we were able to stay in our role, the family thrived. Yes, and if you look at it like in other parts of the world, they still do that. It's just us with these ideas that other people have given us, that we choose to follow. J3 says, I will always bring something to the table. I know. You sure will. Let's see. Okay. Next video.
Mushrooms are not food. They're fungus. They're fungus. They call them spores. They're sores. Some mushrooms will kill you instantly.
Yeah.
Mushroom will poison you. Mushroom is a toxic release from the earth. And you better know what you're doing if you're really dealing with mushroom, because you should only eat mushrooms that grow wild. All the mushrooms that you're eating today, they're all cultivated.
Right.
And read up on cultivation of mushrooms. You scare you to death. You don't want to put none of that thing back in your system. So, wow. All the edible mushrooms, so they don't poison you. So you don't drop dead. But they all poison. Mushrooms are the pimples of the earth. After the rain, you see them pop up.
Yeah.
Detox. Boy, the mushroom man, them lick me. Them a firebug me and say, yes, come on, bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Wow.
Your aspens for this mushroom growing between you. Take the sneakers off and smell it. The mushroom is the same thing as yeast. It's yeast. The tree is a human being, but it's a living thing. It's us. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. And if them can't grow mushroom between them children and chop them down, the same thing with you. Your system is clogged up, so the circulatory system is not moving because the tree don't have the sunshine, don't have anything. So they grow in darkness because there ain't no sunshine in that spot. Mm. So much you don't know. Be careful. Mushrooms are not food. They're fungus. They're fungus. They call them spores. They're sores.
This made me mad. I ain't gonna lie. Because I eat mushrooms and I want to grow mushrooms. Oh my God. Oh my God. And if you look at a lot of people that do like the plant-based diets and vegetarians and all of that, they use mushrooms as their meat. But I'm gonna have to do some more research on this because I'm fighting with this one right here. I'm fighting with this one right here. But I ain't gonna say that I don't believe what he's saying, but it's a fight for me because I like mushrooms. But he's saying the cultivated ones, we shouldn't be eating it. Um, and even the ones, some of the ones in the wild, we shouldn't be eating it because it's the body's. I mean, it mushrooms are the earth or that plant's way of detoxing, and when you eat it, you're eating whatever that plant detoxes or whatever it's trying to get rid of. G Mama says, "Wow, that's why I like listening to him." Yeah, Sylvia say, "Okay, that is something I will have to research." Right, right. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that for myself in order for me to just adhere and yield to it. I ain't saying I ain't knocking him, but that's one thing, that's one of my battles. Cause I was like, if I could stop eating meat, then I could do mushrooms. But he say we ain't supposed to eat mushrooms. She said, I don't like mushrooms. Angela say she love mushrooms. Man, all right. I love mushrooms. She says, I ate mushrooms today in some chicken cacciatore. Jag says, I like mushrooms, but I think I might kick them to the curb. Right, right. G Mama said, me too. I had a whole setup. Right, G Mama. He just he just bust my hustle, man. Man. Now I gotta go back to the drawing board. Beyonce, I'm gonna grill some oyster mushrooms. But how mushrooms in the soil is a sign of good soil then? Well, cut and I'm thinking it's just showing you that your soil is functioning properly. So that's just a sign that your soil is functioning properly. You got good soil if you got mushrooms in it. That's just my thought, bro. I don't know. That don't mean I'm right. I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking. People do say that mushrooms is a sign that your soil is good. So maybe the your soil is detoxifying, getting all of that bad stuff out of it, and then up pops the mushroom. So maybe the mushrooms is a sign that your soil is doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know. I don't know. Welcome in, welcome in. That's my art. Welcome in, welcome in. So we could, y'all do y'all research too, and I'm gonna do my research some more on this one. But I wanted to share it because I like mushrooms, and he telling me I'm something something different. So we're gonna do our research, and y'all come up, bring y'all stuff back to the table. We'll cook another gumbo, and we'll explore this a little bit more further. But that's what he had said. Precious Pieces says, "Hey y'all, stop by to show some love. Thank you for coming in, Precious Pieces." Bro said, "I'm eating mushroom." How old is he? Mushrooms is good for the dirt, but not for the body, man. Oh man, I got you. I got you. What's going on? Truth and integrity. Welcome in. By your feelings will close your ears. What grows totally without sunlight? What grows totally without sunlight and feed? Okay. What grows totally without sunlight and feed shit? Or maybe that's supposed to be fed. Okay. Hello, everybody speaking. I don't eat raw mushrooms because I heard long ago raw mushrooms don't add nutrients to you. Okay. I've always thought mushrooms in the soil was a sign of overwatering. Huh. Yeah, I don't know I never really heard of the reason why, but I just was told that if you see mushrooms, that means your soil is good. That's what I was told. Never did no research to find out, you know, what makes the mushrooms come up. Hey, I got a gift in the bottom. Let me make sure. Can you hear me? Okay. Let me change my stuff around. And we're gonna add you to the same. Yeah, give me one second. Second. We just rearranging something. Look, you got a little echo, so let me tell you what to do. Go to your settings. Okay, y'all. I am here. Give me 1 second, guys. My computer, for whatever reason, well, it's not my computer. I'm connected to the internet, but Evie Mux trying to see if it's connectivity issues on Evie Mux side or if it is um well, it's on my I'm on my phone, so the Evie Mux app is fine. So it gotta be connectivity issues with my internet on my nope, can't be my internet because I'm on internet on my phone. I'm getting it together, y'all. I'm getting it together. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hey, Country Hustle, welcome in. Welcome in. 'Yeah, I probably was giving information out too much. Too much. I was talking too much, Truth. So I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm gonna get it together. We gonna get this out. One second, y'all. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, y'all. I got it back up and running. Uh-oh. I don't want y'all looking at my stomach. I don't know what was the deal, but I had to disconnect from my internet, my house internet, and reconnect to it. And for whatever reason, the connection dropped. But we finna be back up and running. Okay, so I'm finna switch back from my speak back to my computer. So I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I don't know what was going on with the computer, but anyway, we was having technical difficulties, but I'm glad we able to get back. Let me check my Facebook feed, make sure that it is still going. Thank y'all for being patient with me. And let me check still going. Rocking out with me. Hold up. Not that. Yes. Okay. Guys, please make sure to put a 1 in the chat to make sure I want to make sure you guys can hear me and see me. Because it seems like the feed is back and you guys are here. It's my government name. If you see my Cash App down there, the same thing that's on my Cash App is that's running at the bottom of the screen. That's what's on my Facebook. Okay. So the link is still dropped there, my guess, if you want to come back up. And I know we was talking about mushrooms, y'all. And I was telling y'all that, y'all got to do y'all research. I'm going to do my research. And, we're going to get to the bottom of this thing. If we got to go kicking and screaming about these mushrooms, hey, it is what it is. So let me open back up my Facebook. And thank you, PIA, for letting me know y'all can hear me and see me. You found me? Okay. Yeah, I have that one too, bro. I do have a Buy Your Sugar page, but I don't go live from that one. I go live from my personal page on Facebook.
Mushroom is a toxic release from the earth. And you better know what you're doing if you're really dealing with mushroom, because you should.
If y'all don't mind. Let's go on to the next video. Let me pull my save stuff back up. We're going to keep this program rolling right along, right along. Let me see. Just have to rearrange my stuff. All right. Okay, we back in business. We back in business. Okay. On to the next video, y'all. On to the next video. Let me scroll down. So the last thing we did was about the mushrooms. Let me get there. And y'all know I'm not going in no particular order. We just doing what we do. Okay, so that was that one. So this is the next video. Why is it muted? Let me pause it. And go back and I'm gonna make it bigger so you guys can see it. Like I said, I know y'all like looking at my beautiful face, but here we go. Wait, my guess, if you wanted to come up, you had something to say about the mushrooms, you can always come back up and we can revisit it. You are more than welcome. More than welcome. All right, here go the next video, y'all.
Anyone want to talk about this one sin?
Greatest weapon of mass destruction in world history is Satan's favorite secret weapon. You know what it is? Food. The very first temptation in the history of the world was a food temptation. The very first temptation of Christ was a food temptation. Oh, but wait, there's more. The children of Israel went down into Egypt and were slaves for 400 years because they were looking for food. Maybe that's why it says in the New Testament, whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do all to the glory of God. Wow. Food is Satan's secret weapon. He's used it to kill more people in world history than any other weapon. Most Americans dig their graves with a knife and fork. I'm telling you, your health, use it. Your fitness, use it, or you will lose it.
You hear about drugs, you hear about alcohol, but why is gluttony left out?
That man said something, but I'm gonna add on to what he said because I love to use this analogy because ever since I've seen it, I can't unsee it. So if Adam and Eve were told, I'm flipping it. I'm gonna just flip what he said because I get it. Gluttony is, and you know that's one of the 7 deadly sins, right? But people tend to look past that. And I'm not gonna lie, mukbangs, I truly believe is what fed into the gluttony spirit, but that's another story for another day. But I always love to use this analogy. Because y'all know I gotta throw a script in there. But you know, Adam and Eve were told what they could and what they couldn't eat. What makes you think it's any different for us?
Boom! You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me. Somebody dropped this bomb on me. You person that's in the chat that dropped this bomb on me, you made me fall out my bed. And I screamed so loud when I watched this video. Cause you don't think about the first sin, that sin for those of you who are Christians or whatever. That sin that is stressed in the Bible that supposedly just messed up everything for everybody was the food that woman ate. That apple that she wasn't supposed to eat from that tree. Dropped it. I ain't never think about it. I didn't think about it like that because my mind was not programmed to look at that story like that, to pick out that fruit, that food, that I was supposed to focus on the food and not the woman or not the story or the other parts, other aspects of the story. I never made the analogy of that apple. How many of y'all looking at this story of Adam and Eve and the apple differently? And then it makes you look at, dang, we've been knowing it's a war on food. When we studied what's her name? Vandana Shiva, where they are switching from the types of agriculture from the fight between industrial agriculture and other stuff. We're trying to make sure that we're doing regenerative agriculture, right? Y'all, I didn't think about it. I bet you a bunch of y'all minds was open too, like, wow. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Let me see. Angela says she should have ate more of it. Teasy say it's a lot to sink in. A lot. It's gonna be a lot, this whole chat to sink in. I'm telling you. Get your minds ready. A lot to sink in. Was it really an apple? J3, that's what they had said. That's what some people said. It was an apple. It was a fruit. Some people say it was just a fruit. And it don't specifically say fruit. But hey, Sylvia say control the food, control the people is real. Yes. Hey Howie, welcome in. He said hunt, forage, grow food. Fishing is best as anything coming from the factory has contaminants. Yes, right. Fishing is better. Broke say, was it a fig? Was it a fig? Sylvia says the apple represents food. That's what I was saying. Some people don't say specifically there was apples. Some cultures say it was just a fruit, but we don't know. Broke said Jake 3, they was covered with fig leaves, so maybe it was the fig. Keep on adding meat to the gumbo, y'all. Keep on adding meat to the gumbo. Teasy says, I thought the apple represented sex. I've never heard that before, but I've heard that the apple could represent other different things. And that leads me to another video, since we talking about the Bible, since we talking about that. Jesus says, oh, how it says, Happy New Year, fellow earthlings. And King C was the first, not Apple. Oh, how it said it was a King C. That's why women, she said, that's why women have birth pains due to Eve being promiscuous. Truth and Integrity says it wasn't an apple. Apples needs cold to grow. Well, this video will be befitting for me to play this because we all have different interpretations, different ideas, different views, different things about it, and it's all we can do is come together and tell you what I was taught, what you was taught, what he was taught, and try to decipher through it. So let's see. I'm going to share this since we are things that we talk about is filtering into uh one specific religion. I can't remember any other religion that besides Christianity that specifically references, Eve in the garden with Adam and the fruit. I think Islam may reference that story, but other than that, I don't remember any other ones. But let me share this video with y'all since we talking about, different interpretations and stuff. Now this is where it could get a little confrontational, but hey, we grown. We can discuss things, right? We can discuss. So let's hear this.
To me, that is a human being.
Hold on, I got it on fast speed. My bad, y'all. In my brain, I be listening to stuff on 2 times speed, but let me put it on regular speed.
If you want,
hold on, let me get it to the right point.
Your prayer life, your prayer language, your worship, your travail, your person, but everybody listening to me that is a human being, if you want to self-actualize at a more accelerated rate, if you want to self-identify in a deeper way, if you want to excavate all of who you are and explore every aspect of yourself, if you want to actualize your dreams and your visions, one thing you heard lots of people say, pastors and preachers, mother's board, deacon's board, is you got to pray and you got to know your word and you got to fast and you got to give God praise. All of those things I stand by, I believe, and I practice. But there are other things that you can marry to your prayer life, your prayer language, your worship, your travail, your intercession. You can begin to marry some of the knowledge that you will begin to come into the data and the information. If you begin to take information and data collection and add it to all those things that they taught and told us about and told us to do, you will begin to move quicker towards your destiny. You will begin to realize that you have more knowledge as relates to yourself, which causes you to just be able to move more buoyantly, more focused, and taking a straighter path towards what it is that you have been called and really born to do. I want everybody to put in the chat, I was born on purpose. I was born on purpose. You broke through for a specific reason. And it's important that each and every one of you that listen to me, that you know the reason that you were born. Why? What is the purpose? What is in God's mind? What is in this, what was in this dome piece when it came to me breaking forth? And you were born on purpose. The only thing that can stop you from realizing your purpose, walking in your purpose, executing purpose in your life is you. There is no demon, there is no devil, there's no person, there's no group of enemies. Nobody can stop you from being all of what you're supposed to be except for you. So it's extremely important that you use several different types and kinds of tools. In addition to prayer, intercession, meditation, praying in tongues, worship, praise, Bible study, and all that, fasting. There are other tools that you should be using that your ancestors use, or let me use the way the Bible, the word that replaced ancestors in the Bible, forefathers, that your forefathers use that caused them to be able to actualize, and you have thrown them away because of Eurocentric, whitewashed evangelical doctrine that seeped into the Black church. Actually, it conditioned the Black church. And so what I'm going to be saying to you, there may be a little bit of a fight that is going to be happening in your head, and it's just your church brain. That's all. It's just your church brain. What do you mean, church brain? Church brain is a term that I coined that refers to a spiritual and psychological condition where an individual's thinking is constrained strictly within the boundaries of church teachings and culture. This condition limits your ability to think critically or entertain ideas outside of your religious upbringing. And so you're going to feel that fight when I start telling you that as a follower of Jesus Christ, you must become a moon people. Put in the chat, I must develop a relationship with the moon. Not worship the moon, not bow before the moon and say, thank you, moon. No. It's not moon worship. I must do like the people in the Bible, my forefathers, my ancestors, and begin to pay attention to the moon. All of us have been made strategically to be solar people, but we must become moon people. As a Christian, you're supposed to be a moon person. Now, when I say Christian and Christ and being saved, I'm talking about Christ's consciousness. I'm not talking about that church thing. When I say Christian, I'm not even talking about what is the widely accepted understanding of Christian. I'm talking about Christian, which means birthed out of Christ, because that's what a Christian is. But let me tell y'all something. The church that we're in has removed Christ, but kept his name, but has taken away his entire nature from our religion. We say we're Christians and we practice Christianity, and that's what I say. But the reality is that faith has ejected and rejected Christ's nature. Are you sure, Reed? Yes. You know it. Christ's nature is gone from Christianity. It just has Christ in the name. And this is why I often say Christ or Jesus, or Jesus is the mascot of Christianity. It's just the mascot. It's just the product that is shocked to people that they consistently attempt to buy but can never purchase. And it's set up like that because Christianity is actually Christianity Incorporated. So put in the chat, Christianity Incorporated. That's really what it is. It's a business, and it is an amazing business. There is no business on the earth that is better than Christianity in the church. It has changed people's minds. It has been the root cause of wars. It has caused people to take out of their head their critical thinking and their personality and take on a culture that Christianity has created. People even get filled up with the spirit of Christianity that causes them to speak in tongues, dance, and shout, but it is not the real, true nature of Jesus Christ. The Holy Ghost is a ghost that is holy, a spirit that is holy, and it's supposed to be the ghost of Christ himself. That Holy Ghost is gone almost entirely from the four-wall church experience. Now the church is in the cloud. It's online. It's on social media. Why? Because he's going to meet us in the cloud, not in four walls. He said, I'm coming back, stand mid-heaven, and going to call us to him, if you believe that. So Christianity Incorporated is amazing. The issues we're having right now in the world is the result of Christianity Incorporated's programming. Check the white evangelicals. Look over there in the Republicans. Look over there in some of the Democrats. You see the programming, and it's amazing. And people fight, and they think that the Bible is God. Do y'all know that? Most Christians are idolaters, and they worship the Bible. They do not use the Bible as a tool. A tool of what? A tool for learning, a tool for learning history, a tool for learning astrology, a tool for learning about the moon, a tool for learning about Africa. Because the Bible, King James Version, is as it is, but it derives from the original Bible, which is a black book. It's an African book. So we got a dilemma, but man, we have got to tip our hats to Christianity Incorporated and the church, because it had divided us. It has brought us together sometimes. It has killed many people, but it's healed many people. It is a monster that ministers sometimes. That's right. Christianity Incorporated in the Christian church is a monster that ministers sometimes. And I know, and see, it's already happened.
I probably just stepped in it. So I told you I was gonna get it at some point. It's gonna get controversial, and yeah, this is the point of Gumbo Conversations, is so we can unpack all of this. And I think dropping that video was a perfect time, because we were all going back and forth about, was it an apple, was it a fruit, was it a this, was it a that? But if we can agree that all of that stemmed from our religious upbringing, right? And we will swear up and down, because we read this in the Bible, that that the Bible, if I read there was apple in the Bible, I'm gonna argue with you and say it was an apple. It was an apple. It was but what I took away from this video, that he was saying that he dropped a whole lot of nuggets. And what I took away from this video, what he's saying is, we've only took one aspect of a particular religion, certain parts of it, and we left out the rest of it. The other things that they mention in that book that we glaze over if you're a Christian, and I can only speak from my background as being a Christian. We glaze over different things in the Bible, and we read or read certain parts that we want to read, or understand certain parts that we want to understand, or preachers only preach on certain parts that they want you to understand to get you to do what they want you to do. But we can't just take bits and pieces of things. You have to look at the whole picture. And when he mentioned things that our forefathers did, they paid attention to not only whoever their God was at that time, but things that creator put on this earth to help you. They paid attention to the sun and the moon to tell them when to plant, when not to plant, what time of the year is, how the weather. They looked at these things. But for me and my religion, as far as Christianity, we shunned astrology and reading the stars and letting the stars tell you what to do, what the moon is tell you. Pay attention to the moon, pay attention to how the planets align, and pay attention to how the grass grows, and pay attention to nature. That's called idolatry and witchcraft. But from this video, what I wanted y'all to get to see is we have to go back to those things because it helps us. We talk about people who use crystals and rocks and things, and they wear these things around their neck. Oh, they doing voodoo, they doing witchcraft, and that all that stuff. If you go back and read the Bible that you live by, it's in there. And even in the parts that they took out, all of that is in there. I'm just saying that it's there. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do, but they have done it. And it's a lot of stuff that that have been taken away or have been kept from us because these things, learning about connecting with your energy, connecting with the earth, connecting with the animals, all of that helps you to become your better self on earth. Helps us to be better people and learn. It brings you back into your power. And we have to learn how to do that. And I already told y'all some of these things that are going to be in this video, these videos that I show y'all, are going to be controversial, and pay attention to the message, not the messenger. Okay, so let me see what y'all, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry, what y'all got from that. Let me know what y'all saying. Okay, y'all was talking to each other. Broke says moon people. Yes, when he said moon people, that means you use the moon. Like we always talk as gardeners, like if it's a full moon, that's a good time to go plant, right? So that's what he is saying. Like back in the days, and even some farmers still now practice things that the moon is a sign for you to tell you what to do about certain things, or even not just planting, but people. Let's see. I'm reading y'all comments. Reading y'all comments. J3 was talking about the fig. He says, broke. We could say it was a fig. The fig tree was also cursed by Jesus because it didn't have fruit on it. Okay. Howie says, Christian means soldier of Jesus Christ. Right. Let's see. Everybody was talking about that. Sylvia says, yes, Christianity definitely has become a business. Howie says Jesus did not go to church. Howie, you better say that again for the people in the back. Jesus held church wherever he found himself. Hey, for a long time, when I was growing up, we was told that, the four walls is the church. But then as Christianity evolved, we learned that we are, your body is the church. Your body is the temple. And if you don't go to church, it's it's looked upon by certain groups of people that if you don't go to church, the actual four walls of it, you're not doing it. You're not doing it right. You actually have to go to church, go to the building, because and they'll give you a scripture and they'll say, um, there's a scripture in there that says that you're supposed to assemble yourselves, but that doesn't state that it's supposed to be a building. That's just the way that it is. That scripture is saying is you're supposed to, congregate, meet with each other. It doesn't specifically say it has to be in a building or whatever, but you're supposed to, meet with each other and congregate with each other, commune with each other, things like that. But people interpret it and try to make it as if to say you need to actually go to a building. But hey, Jesus held church wherever he found himself. Okay, let me see. Sylvia said he was hitting so many points. Howard says you are the living spirit, and that's what Jesus wanted you to feel, as love brings right peace, and peace brings love. Definitely, Howard. Definitely. He said it. PIA. A monster that ministers, the business part of it. Yes. Sylvia says, yeah, no, I feel what he is saying. The Bible is a guide to live by, not to be worshipped. Right. God is the creator to be worshipped. Yeah, we back, GT. GT said we back. We back. Yep, that's what we do. And that's just human nature. You pick and choose what you want to hear. It's called purpose preaching. Right. That's what it's called, bro. Purpose preaching. And most of them purposely preach on finances because they want you to bring your money so they can get it. How it said Jesus healed everything, and Jesus healed earthlings and did not hurt or kill earthlings. Some things to live by, like love everyone, but you don't have to like what some do. That's exactly. You don't have to. And we heard that in a video before. We ain't all supposed to like what you like what they do, but we still have the capability to love you. That's just what we're supposed to do. That's in your nature. Well, and whether you are a Christian or not, if you compare this with all religions, all cultures throughout the world, throughout this planet, that's the bottom line. We just trying to love each other, learn how to love and coexist in the same space. People only learn enough of the Bible that will justify themselves and judge another. Hello, say that again, cousin Angela. And that's just not Christianity. But I probably focus more on, you hear me more reference Christianity more because that's what my background is. I do know about other religions, and they happen to do that as well. I know different cultures. I mean, that's just the thing. You put yourself up on a pedestal and you put other people down. Love the people, hate what they do. Exactly, exactly. TZ say they called it witchcraft and voodoo to scare people into believing in, there you go, TZ, in Catholicism, which is a scam and deceitful. That's all it is. All it is. And the bottom line is they try to take you away from what you was taught so they can get what you got. Program your mind to not think for yourself and to make you just line up with the program so they can steal and control you and make money off you. How he says Jesus lived in a cave and was a sheep herder, healed whom wished healing. I rather like caves, sheep, and folks thriving in health. Let me go. He said, yeah, he did. He did sheep hoarding and healed those who wanted to be healed. Wanted to be healed, right? Truth and integrity say things get planted according to the moon cycle, animal and planet. And if y'all do y'all research, you'll find that's how people live. That's just was the norm. But we're told that kind of stuff is witchcraft. This, if you listen to astrology, my sign tell me that they don't tell you nothing. Don't do that astrology. I'm a Capricorn. What you mean Capricorn? I use my crystals and my rocks. Girl, you doing witchcraft. You doing voodoo and just don't know. Where two there you go, bro, are gathered together in his name. He no matter where you at, no matter where you are, it's gonna be there. Everywhere you go is with you. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you are Judaism, whether you Islam, whether you are Taoism, whether you are Toism, whether you are whatever you believe in, those all across the board believe that creator is with you. It's not within a building. Thank you. That's my art for the 3 hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Country Hustle said, I was raised Baptist. A lot of other religions use based on the Holy Bible. They do. It's a lot of them based on the Bible. It's a lot of them. The building is where they brainwash you. Yep. So guys, I'm gonna let y'all know that on this live, I'm gonna restart it, but I'm gonna stop it after I get through these comments, and then I'm gonna restart it, and we're gonna play some more videos and discuss some more. Cece, text me the time on that event that you told me so that I'll know. Let me make sure. If you're still in here, text me the time to let me know on the next event that's coming up. Cause I can send everybody over there when I'm done. Okay, so let's see. I'm getting through the comments and then we're gonna go to the next video. Howard says over 4,000 plus references to plants using uses and farming in the Bible. Yes. A whole bunch of it. A whole bunch of it. That's why there's so much turmoil in the East. A lot of folks are fighting against yeah. That's the bottom line, TT. They trying and then they trying to force people to do it because they trying to brainwash them to get them to do what they want them to do. Y'all own the money. Y'all own the money. Kindness and goodness is all we have that is free. Yep. Because they trying to after a while they gonna have a price on that, Howard. They gonna figure out a way to charge you for your kindness, and it's gonna if they figured out a way to charge you for air and water, to charge you for breathing, they're gonna figure out a way to charge you for your feelings. It's coming. I love you all and stay blessed, earthlings. When you believe in your living spirit, then you will have peace. Good words, Howie. Good words. See you later, sugar and awesome earthling. Good night, Howie. See you later. Yes, and we love you back. That's what Jesus says. We love you back. In fact, the only thing that is free, right? Yep. PIA says, do you know that my grandson who stayed with me for 2 months this summer asked me, was I a witch? Wow, because he was not and had never seen any of the gardening, prepping, dehydrating, etc. Wow, PIA. Yeah. Yeah. I can see how they, yep. Look, she said, that's exactly what she said. Wow. Yeah. That's what they teach. That you do all of that. That you doing herbs. You must be a witch. You growing herbs. You using herbs. That's witchcraft. That's what we are taught. That's what's being taught. So, guys, I'm gonna stop this live and restart it, and we're gonna watch some more videos. So y'all come right on back, okay? I'm gonna stop it and restart it. Let's see if I can pause this, and I'll address y'all comments when I come back.